it's getting to the point where I'm like, shit, how do I prove that I'm not a bot? You know, am I speaking too bossy?
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely, when I'm writing scripts nowadays, I'm just like,
do I need to throw a skibbity every now and then to like prove that I'm a human?
do you ever have the moment where you click on a video and sometimes like it's a video essay and you hear a voice and you're like,
I don't know if the guy's monotone or it's AI.
Yes, can't tell if monotone or AI anymore. And I'm like, I hate it.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Trash Taste Podcast. I'm your host for today, Joey, and I'm with the boys, Gaunt and Connor, as usual. Gaunt's in the middle of a fucking Shadowverse game
We
right
were about
now.
to record and Gaunt booted up a Shadow.
I thought normally we have like a little bit of a break.
We did have a little bit of a break. Not enough for a Shadowverse game.
Look. It's done. It's done.
Oh,
okay.
you
It's
won.
done. I've won. Of course.
Oh, wow.
I won.
Wow.
Of course I won.
Did you at least get some number one rank or something?
What do you mean?
Like, are you ranked like on the like a numbered ladder?
So in the original Shadowverse, I got top 100 on the ladder.
Damn.
Wow.
But I don't know. I just had this stupidly powerful deck that not many people were using. And then I was just like, I keep winning. Let's just see how far I can get. And then I stopped when I cracked top 100. But, and then Didus got me back into Shadowverse.
Could you have kept going when you got to top 100? Did you think you could have kept climbing?
It's like, once you've played competitive games before.
Yeah.
You get to a point where you're just like, I'm just grinding for the sake of grinding,
Yeah,
What's the point?
it's like the quote. Alexander, when he looked at the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there was no more land to conquer or something. You get to a point in competitive games, and this is, again, why I think I stopped, where I was like, I would play casually, get to the rank where I would casually get to, like without putting much thought into it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, I can probably get out of like, I'd say like most of the time, let's just say diamond. Like I comfortably get diamond in most games.
Yeah.
To get beyond that was an uncomfortable amount of grinding and intensive grinding.
Yeah. That's when like dedication starts to kick in.
Yeah, and some people are very much down for that. And that's there are times in my life where I really enjoyed that. But there are a lot of times in my life where I'm like, you do it for 6 hours and you plus minus 0 and you're like, what was it all for? At least when I lose.
It's for the fun of the game.
At least if you lose a bunch of LP, you're like, shit day, my teammates were brain dead. They were the fucking worst. They're diaper munchers.
Yeah.
But then when you go 0, it's that meme from the Cyberpunk, when he's like faces like fucked up. He's like,
Yeah.
you know that what? I don't know what that meme is. I don't know what it's called, but you it's this face of utter defeat.
Yeah.
Like the face. Yeah.
Face.
It's called the David Martinez face stare, and it's this moment where David in Cyberpunk looks so defeated.
Yeah.
And it's the face that you get from a fucking long ass day of fucking doing nothing.
Yeah.
And you feel utterly fucking useless as a human being.
Yeah.
So I get that now, and once I get that once during a gameplay grind, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like the moment
Yeah.
I feel like I've wasted a day, I'm like, what is it for?
Yeah.
Because then maybe like maybe Gaunt was like, let's hang that day, and I was like, sorry, I'm busy.
Sorry, I'm grinding.
But that's it, right? Like I would trade my life
Yeah.
to grind on this ladder, and what for? At least Gaunt has managed to find the time during a Trash Taste recording to find this guy.
Well, it's great when a game is just like 5 minutes as opposed to with League where you have to like sit down for at least like 40 minutes.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that is
TFT.
true.
I got to master pretty comfortably one time, and I had that moment where I was like, I think I might be able to, like, for the first time in my life, get Challenger. And then I started grinding, and it was becoming a slog of like, I'm not winning as comfortably as I was before.
Yeah.
I'm losing a lot more times now, and I'm like, as cool as this would be for me, and maybe there's something in me that really needs this validation.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't justify this.
Yeah. See, it's awful. This game is like awful for me because I don't even like care about the ladder. I just use it for stimming.
But that's what I was doing with TFT. I was not using it for fun. It was like, I have an hour and a half free. I ultimately, I don't want to do the work that I probably should be doing.
Yeah.
Or the little tasks that are annoying.
Yeah.
Answering those 5 emails that are so easy to answer, and I could do it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But something about my brain doesn't want me to do it. So I'll just waste an hour and a half playing 2 games and like ruining my day, not feeling good about it.
It's that classic thing of like, I don't want to do my homework, so I'm going to randomly start rearranging my room for no reason.
Yeah.
I realized I stopped watching YouTube shorts and like scrolling, but my fingers were just like, I want to do something with the phone. So I want this movement. I just want this movement. So I just played a card game. And I'm like, fuck's sake, Didus.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get into anything multiplayer.
Yeah.
I very intensively chose single player things
Yeah.
because of that.
Well, yeah, that's a big reason why I never got into like the competitive gaming stuff, because it's like maybe I'm just not a competitive person, but like I started that with like the Pokemon TCG game that came out as well.
Yeah.
And I got to like a certain rank where I was pretty comfortable, and then after that I'm just like, nah, this is like getting too like serious for the people I'm going up against, and it's just like, what am I doing? It's just not worth it.
I think it's it's like how I imagine painting is. I don't know, I don't do it, but I imagine in the sense like I feel like I'm just, when I'm doing it casually, I'm just throwing shit on the canvas. I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the difference when you want to climb is you have to actually start analyzing. You're like, okay, why did I do this?
Yeah.
Okay, if I actually want to improve, I probably need to start doing this. I
Right.
probably need to be way more conscious about maybe certain things in the game, power spikes, key moments, key turning points. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, and then it becomes work in a sense. And,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'm super down for it, but a lot of the times now I'm like, I'd rather watch a movie. Because I used to be that guy. I was that guy who I was like, I'm a gamer. And I've played 5 games.
Yeah.
But I played 5 of those games like 5,000 hours.
Yeah, right.
And I've, you're playing against other players all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's called getting older.
But I don't see a lot of people who swap sides.
What do you mean?
What, they just like, if you start as a competitive gamer, you're a competitive
People
gamer
I
all the way
know
through?
who grow up with story games only, not really multiplayer games. Maybe they casually play a couple of league games with their friends on the weekends, but like most of the time, I notice people don't really swap camps. If they're diehard single player games, they don't normally hop ship and become multiplayer gamers, and vice versa. I'm sure we all know that gamer friend who has literally only played, but plays a lot of only multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Like if they're not playing against or with someone, they're not playing it.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I've played a lot of single player games, but I very rarely get hooked on a multiplayer game or like a competitive game.
And it is very funny when the two groups clash and argue, because it's like you guys do 2 different things.
It's apples and oranges.
This is like a hot tub or jacuzzi enjoyer talking to a swimmer.
Yeah.
It's like we're technically doing the same thing. Yeah. We're in the water.
We're both in a body of water.
We're both in the water, but we're both doing very different things in that water. And we are having completely different experiences.
That is true.
That's how at least how I see it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like I can relate to both. I'm like fucking trying to feel both sides.
Yeah, you're trying to be like the ultimate gamer life form, where you're just like, I want
Trying to be the ultimate
gamer.
to cover all bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I realized that I felt like I was gaming illiterate. Because
What do you mean?
Because I had only played multiplayer games.
Oh, I see.
People would talk to you about gaming all the time. And you're like, yeah, I do it 12 hours a day. But then it's like, I could tell you which league champs are a good matchup here. And that's what that got me, you know?
Right.
This is a weird question. Is gaming a hobby?
Yeah. I fucking love games. I game off stream all the time.
Why does it sound so dirty to say gaming is a hobby? You know, it's like, you know what I mean? Where people ask you, what's your hobbies? And you're just like, I don't want to say gaming.
It's like the closest activity you can do as a human, as a hobby, to like smoking weed. In the sense that like, it is such a sometimes... I don't know. It's like it's got this like lazy vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same thing with watching anime, you know?
Yeah,
You never want to say your hobby is watching anime,
Right.
even if your hobby is watching anime. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's like watching TV. Okay. Watching movies. Oh, that's a valid hobby.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, why is that? Why is it that, like, if you say you watch anime, then you're like,
I
okay,
think
you
it's
watch anime.
The
But,
prestige that comes with cinema.
Yeah.
I see.
Movies, cinema, obviously massive inspirations for a lot of medium. I think that's maybe my guess for it.
Also, everyone plays games, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone watches movies.
It's...
You know?
There's different levels.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean?
I don't think everyone watches movies.
Yeah.
You don't think?
I think some people will watch the classic blockbuster or the big one that people are talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
Not everyone get like he is like a movie fan because he goes to the cinema.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
he's a movie.
No, he's not
goer.
a movie fan. He's a cinema fan.
He's a movie goer.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
I really enjoy the cinema experience.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think that makes it. But then I feel lame even when people ask me like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I like movies and games." I feel lame as fuck when I say that because people, as a YouTuber, podcaster, whatever,
Yeah.
people will always ask. They'll be like, "What do you do outside of that?"
Yeah.
Because a lot of people see that and they want to know what you do, and I'm like, I go gym, I hang out with my friends, and I watch movies or play games.
Do you think maybe it's because they're very...
Very, you got the trifecta.
Yeah.
And you like to drink as well.
I love drinking. I love drinking.
You get the trifecta of like degeneracy.
Yeah.
Anime, movies, games, drinking. That's all I do.
Do you think
with my
maybe it's
spare-
because they're like too common of a hobby?
I think
And then
because
so
people
don't
want to
think
hear
it's
something like violin. They want to hear something like
Something intellectual.
they want to hear
yeah.
something that sounds like it's pushing me.
Oh, right. Like something unique.
At least okay. Actually, this is a good discussion. I think actually, I don't think that at all. What I actually think is that I think I think I'm judging myself because I feel like I should have more hobbies that challenge me more.
Yeah, me too. Me
And
too.
so then I think when I hear that question, I think I get self-conscious saying movies, video games, just working out. Because even though I do think like working out and exercising is working on yourself, I don't think a lot of people, or at least I don't even see it that way, but I feel like a lot of people don't see it like that. They don't see that as like a valid hobby. They see that more as you having to exist. You have to do that.
Yeah.
But I do think like that it's doing sports.
working
and
out
hanging
is a hobby.
It's an enjoying
absolutely.
thing. But maybe I feel self-conscious that I don't have something like I appreciate woodworking or
Yeah.
No, I get
Right?
that.
I'm like, what am I
No.
doing here? What's my chemistry?
Yeah, no,
What's going on here?
I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with the whole thing of like, oh, if you like gaming or you like movies, that's not an intellectually, challenging thing for
I
the
think
individual.
that about myself because I'm self-conscious about it, perhaps.
Yeah.
Right. You put yourself at a
Yeah.
higher standard.
Well, I don't. I think if I'm a lower standard of anything.
Well, no.
But
Like
I-
in terms of like when you look at your hobbies, right? You don't think that like, oh, I need a hobby. I feel like I need a hobby that is intellectually going to, stimulate me a lot more. But you don't see gaming and movies as that for some
I
reason.
think maybe because I feel like
even though it definitely is.
I feel like I'm lacking in a lot of areas in my life.
Right.
Like I could be a lot better at Japanese, for example. And I feel
Right.
like if I had made that a hobby more, I'd be much better at it.
Right.
And perhaps I feel self-conscious about that fact and maybe other things too.
Mm.
But I think for me, gaming and movies sometimes feel like an easy thing to
easy
spend my
answer.
time on.
Yeah.
Like, but I really love those things. Like
Yeah.
I really fucking love.
Not
video
sure.
games.
I just don't want to be a boring person. That's basically what it comes down to.
I do think there is a crime that you can do as a human being is being boring.
Right.
Like not allowing yourself experiences or,
Yeah.
or unique things or trying new stuff and
Yeah.
just kind of not giving yourself any experiences.
Okay, Garn, then same question to you. If someone asks you, hey, Garn, what do you do as a hobby? What do you say?
Bro, it's hard because I turn a lot of my hobbies into into jobs now.
Well, okay.
Like-
I watched your video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, you made this video.
Yes.
Where you said like, okay, well, actually it was your video. You should tell us what it was.
Yeah, so I made this video, which I forgot what the title was. I think it was like, nobody has any hobbies anymore.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of, it's like, if people thought I was like calling certain people, I was like, no, I wasn't calling anyone out. I've just seen this with a lot of people today where it's like, I feel a lot of people are so quick to turn or want to turn their hobbies into a job. And I think that might be because of the whole like content creator thing, right? Because
Yeah.
every content creator at one point turned their hobby into a job. Like
Yeah.
that's how you fucking start a YouTube career. But I feel like now because of that and because now everybody wants to be a content creator, when people think like, oh, I need to start investing myself into a hobby, they immediately think, they don't think to themselves, okay, I'm doing this because it's immediately fun and it's just fun. And I want to do it because I want to just like spend my time with it or, want to learn something about it.
Yeah.
But I feel so many people are so quick to be like, how can I make money out of this?
Yeah, that's my issue because
Yeah.
if I would say like what am I spending a lot of my spare time in right now, it's like, well, I've been getting into creative writing ever since ever since I made Bun. I'm like, damn, I really, really enjoy just creating stuff and writing. But then I'm like, is that a hobby? Or is that like now turning into me doing work? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
so-
feel there's a fine line now between what you see as a hobby and what you see as a side hustle.
Because it's like, it's not what I do for my main, main living. This is
Yeah.
definitely like side project stuff.
Yes.
But is side project stuff hobby or is side project something different? I don't know. I'm not doing
that
it
was
for
the question I was posing in my video, right?
One question to both of you.
Yeah.
How much do you think, Jerry, that you being a YouTuber and surrounded by YouTubers affects your view on this?
See, that was like the biggest criticism I got from that video because people were like, oh, you're living in a bubble with this opinion because you're surrounded by content creators. But I'm like, yes, I have content creator fans, but I also see the same phenomenon with non-content creators.
Where in like private life? Or?
Yeah, in my private life.
Okay.
Like with just like my regular friends who are not content creators at all. Yeah. Like they have this weird kind of pressure. And, you know, maybe it's because they're friends with me and I'm a content creator. But I feel like especially there's this weird almost pressure to be like, oh, because I have a friend who turned their hobby into a successful job and they're still having fun with whatever it is, that I also need to do the same in order to like garner the most success or whatever, however you want to dictate that, right?
I think it's like just a little deeper than that. I think
you also don't see when people aren't making it their hobby.
Right?
Because you'd only ever see the times they are.
Yeah.
You know,
because most hobbies is like a very like a sole individual experience, right? It's just like you doing that thing. You know, every now and then, you know, there are parts like, say for example, if you like play sport with other people, right? Like that's a shared hobby that you do with other people. But you know, things like Gunpla, for instance, that's a great hobby, but you don't share that with people necessarily.
I also noticed that when people are, even if they're not creators, if they know a creator or in the vicinity of them, that they are more likely to try and become a creator.
Yes.
Because it feels, you know, there's someone that they can easily ask or talk to for advice or can, you know, maybe perhaps they're inspired by it or something.
Yeah, which I don't think there's anything wrong with.
Yeah. But that's why I think that maybe it might feel like it's happening a lot more than perhaps it is.
I mean, I think it goes down to I think it comes down to, number one, nobody has any time anymore, and number two, people are fucking struggling to just get by, man.
No, 100%.
You don't, you know, a lot of my friends who are not content creators, it basically comes down to, look, I'm just trying to pay rent, and I can't always use valuable time on something that isn't a side hustle.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I stressed that exact point in my video when I said, this, I completely understand this is a first world problem. Like, I completely understand this is a first world problem, and I know there's a ton of people out there, as you said, who are just trying to get by. And I'm not trying to downplay those people. Well, what I was saying is that I feel now that in the content creator kind of society, or the content creator landscape now, where content creators are just fucking everywhere, too many people are just too quick to being like, I'm going to turn that hobby into a job because I see a successful person. And it's like, yeah, you can do that. That's fine. If that's something you want to do, go for it. I'm not going to stop anyone. But what I think is important is to just have that balance. You can have some hobbies that you want to grind and turn into a job, but I think it's also equally important to have hobbies that you just want to keep as a hobby because you enjoy doing it.
But Joey, how are we content creators if we don't min-max our lives?
Well, I guess the question I was going to ask you, Garn, is that you mentioned obviously screenwriting.
Yeah.
And you're like, is it a hobby? Is it the job? I guess in a sense, I would ask, you know, I imagine the ability to spend more time on it is by making it a job. Like, you're passionate about it, you want to give it the time.
Yeah.
If it stays as a hobby, is it hard for you to justify investing time in it?
No, I mean, right now, it's kind of just, I just found a passion, and I don't know if it's ever going to lead to anything. I don't know if it's, but I'm still passionate about it.
Yeah.
I'm still very interested about it.
I think that's a great word, though, to define the kind of middle ground between a hobby and a side hustle, though.
Yeah.
It's just a passion. It's just something that you love doing that hopefully maybe one day you can eventually find a path where it can turn into a job. But if it doesn't, you're still cool with it because you enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's important for everybody to have, you know?
Yeah. But also, like a recent thing, a recent term people have been throwing around. I swear this is a recent trend. It's the term foodie. Everyone's a foodie nowadays. Is that a hobby? Is that a passion?
Foodie?
Yeah, like a foodie.
Like taking pictures of food?
No. Like just
what's a foodie?
Just going out and eating good food, I guess.
Yeah, I have heard a couple of my friends say this.
Right.
But they're normally a little, like, if they're doing well in life. Being a foodie is like the most expensive hobby.
Right.
You're like, what do you do for fun? I just eat at expensive restaurants. It's like,
so a foodie is like, you need to be eating at expensive restaurants?
No. I wouldn't say that. They go out of their way to find different experiences.
But normally
experiences.
different experiences are expensive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they're, you know, you're trying to get something unique.
Yeah.
And it's also just going to a place and being like, oh, there's this fucking ramen shop that's, you know, blew up on TikTok or whatever. And I got to try it because it's, you know, everyone's talking
the big
about
talk,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I get so fucking annoyed. I'm so annoyed at my friends when they do this.
Really?
Yes. Okay, so first of all, you know, a lot of people when they, you know, LA and LA hype, just because I'm trying to give background and to explain my thought process here.
Sure.
You know, that's like a big thing, like hype, a new store, show it off. Okay.
Yep.
How many restaurants do you think there are in all of LA?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Okay, there's like
No
3
clue.
million. How many?
3 million?
I think, 300,000. Can we, maybe fact check this. And then I think, how many restaurants do you think there are in Tokyo, comparatively?
I think Tokyo has the most amount of restaurants out of any city in the world, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, 11,000. Sorry. Yeah.
I think
I'm
Tokyo
off.
has
I don't know why I
like
said- I don't know why I said 3 million.
I think
Completely
Tokyo. Yeah, I was
fucking made
gonna
it up.
say. I think Tokyo has like 10x that. Yeah.
Yeah.
160,000.
So it's like an insane amount more.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why, like, when you try to bring this like hype culture to Tokyo, I just don't think it works because there are so many restaurants in Tokyo and you cannot exist unless you are good.
Yeah.
You know, bad restaurants go out of business very quickly in Japan.
Yeah.
You will, if you walk down, anyone who's lived in Tokyo will tell you, if you walk down like a busy street, that a couple of those restaurants will just disappear unless they are like owned by mom and pop and they actually own the land and the store, so they're not paying rent. But like a lot of them just disappear. Ramen restaurants have one of the highest turnover of any industry or business in Japan because it's razor thin margins. It is an absolute passion game. The point of this is to say, there is no one place that is the spot. Literally, you walk down the street and just go to like the second ramen store you'll see in Tokyo, and it'll blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
It's so good. And this is why the whole like, you know, TikTok lining up, it's like, why would you travel so goddamn far across Tokyo, wait 3 hours just to get a picture of a place that everyone else goes to? Literally walk out of your hotel room, there'll be something that will fucking gap everything else.
Yeah. I agree.
And it's not to say that like these places aren't good. Ichiran is amazing. I like Ichiran. Joe ain't gonna like
Debatable.
it. But the mom and pop shop will it's like the final boss, the Dark Souls image, right? It's not even close.
It's the optional boss.
It's like, yeah, you can have those. Don't worry, it'll be good. But like the point is that like you should just go to literally anywhere and you will have good food. Don't worry about it too much, you know?
Definitely.
And then because I had this one friend, like, I really want to get tonkatsu. And I sent them like 3 or 4 restaurants near where they're staying. And I was like, cool. And then at the end of their trip, I was like, oh, did you go to any of the places I sent you? They're like, no, I went to this one. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, can I see it? I was like, oh, if it's fire, I'd love to check it out. It was like the most fucking popular thing on TikTok. And it was like, I was like, how long did you wait in line? 2.5 hours for tonkatsu.
Nah.
You don't wait for tonkatsu. The whole point of that food is that you eat it right away.
That's diabolical.
2.5 hours for tonkatsu.
Yeah. 2.5 hours for anything is not worth
And
it.
it was like the opposite side of Tokyo from where they were staying.
Oh my God.
See, that's
I was so annoyed, and I was like, I'm glad you had a good time, but why didn't you listen to me? Do you think I just lied to you? Do you not trust me? You trust some random guy who was here on vacation for 2 weeks and made videos about this place? That's who you trust.
And I guarantee the margin of quality between that place that they went to that TikTok recommended and the one you recommended is not even that far.
It's like probably like
It's probably like maybe a little bit better.
Yeah, like maybe it's better, maybe it's not, but like it's like, you know, there are certain foods where it's like this should be instant.
Yeah.
Tonkatsu, you should get in the restaurant and be having it within 5 minutes.
Yeah, totally. You shouldn't have to fucking line up for tonkatsu. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That's nah.
It's the type of like the vibe that I feel with tonkatsu is that it is like it's like ramen, it's like tonkatsu. It's one of those foods that you and your friends might go check out. If it's full, you're like, okay, well the ramen place is right there anyway. Let's just go there. You know, you don't really line up a lot of the time. Although they do line up in Japan as well. Don't get me wrong, they do. But you know, you have so many options. They're so good. Sorry for the rant.
I remember when Mudan was in Japan last time, and I hung out with him for one of his videos, and he was like, "Oh, Joey, I really want to go get lunch at this particular place."
Oh God!
And I was like, "Oh, okay, sure."
I swear to God, if it's the gyukatsu place.
No. So and he was like kind of smirking about it. So I was like, "Oh, okay. I wonder what this is, but whatever. I'll follow him." He took me to that fucking onigiri place you made the short of.
Onigiri bongo.
The onigiri bongo.
Okay, but that onigiri is heat.
It is heat. I'm never
No,
fucking
don't
lining
line
up
up.
for that
Do
shit.
not line up for
I'm
it.
never lining up for that.
Wait,
We
what's-
got really lucky because we managed to get in right before a massive line started to queue. So we were
You
like,
get to sit down.
yeah. So
Oh,
we were
nice,
like
nice.
second or third in line. But by the time we went in, ordered the onigiri and came out, mind you, this is a span of maybe 2 minutes, if that. There was a queue that was about 50 people long. And I'm
Yeah.
like, look, guys, it's not worth it.
No, it's not.
It's really
It's
not
not. I
worth
mean,
it.
like it is phenomenal onigiri.
Oh, it's great onigiri. But
it
you
is-
can make this shit at home.
Yeah, it's just one of those foods.
Yeah, it's just one of those foods you can make at home.
This is like akin to having a British place that's famous for like beans and toast. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It's not the food
makes
that
no
like.
sense.
But it is. It's good food, and like the reason why I made a video on it was because I realized that people were lining up for this, and I saw so many shorts of people lining up for it.
Yeah.
And the whole time I realized you can just call up and reserve
Yeah.
like your onigiri, but you can't eat it in there. You have to go.
Yeah.
Which is okay, fine, whatever. Like that's sure.
Yeah, we went to that like small little like
The L table.
Yeah, the L table thing.
Yeah, and you get like the miso and you get like a set. So it's, yeah, you do definitely get a better experience eating in, but is it worth waiting 2 hours?
Fuck no.
Especially if you're on vacation. Like you're on vacation,
no.
a good chunk of a day should not be taken up by lining up for onigiri.
No.
But also, we're also the people that go to theme parks and I see a line and I'm like, nah. I don't want to do
That's
that.
why I don't like
you
theme
know?
parks.
You know?
But it's like I feel sad when people feel pressured to go to certain things they saw online. It's like, dude, no. This is the joy of Japan.
Yeah.
Is that you can literally go anywhere and it will be so good.
Yeah.
It's really hard to find a bad place. And even the bad places sometimes are pretty good. If you talk shit about Caesarea, you'll get deported. from
Oh
Japan.
yeah. Yeah. I'll slap you across the face personally.
Joey might deport you
I
himself.
will deport you single-handedly.
Caesarea is solid, and
Yeah.
that's like the lowest.
Yeah.
It only gets better from there.
It has its place.
Yeah, and that's why, like, sometimes I'll have friends who come over and they'll just have gone to a place right next to where they were staying, or they just randomly went to a place and they'll be like, "This is a great spot. Please go and check it out." And I'll be like,
Yeah.
"All right, cool." And sometimes
Totally.
it's amazing. I would never have gone there. I would never have thought
Yeah.
about it.
Exactly.
You don't know, like, and the joy is exploring. But I understand for a lot of people, it's stressful. They want an itinerary. They want to know what they're doing. But trust me, the joy of Tokyo is that you do not need to plan. You
Yes.
can just rock up
Yes.
anywhere. Unless you're looking for a very sort of restaurant experience or whatever, then sure. But
Which Japan also has a lot of.
Yes.
yeah.
Definitely.
But there's so many people that come to Japan as tourists that if it is on a list or it's on a guide or something, you're going to be queuing with other people and fighting for that experience.
Yeah.
So it's like oftentimes you can get something else.
Yeah.
But if you're watching the show and you're 300 episodes in, you probably already know this. You probably already know this. Whatever.
This is for the first time watchers of Trash
Nah,
Taste.
ain't no
But
way.
then when I made that short about this place,
Yeah.
it is still my most viewed thing ever.
Really?
10 million views.
That's crazy.
And what's crazy is that, like, in my head, I was like, I just want to try shorts.
Yeah.
And so I in one day, I filmed like 6 shorts.
Yeah.
And I still think if you count like per hour of my life that I've spent, I think it was like for 6 hours of work, it was like 40 million views. It was so stupid. And I probably made like 5 pence off of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, the line was crazy. And a lot of the comments I got were also really fucking weird.
Really?
There's people who are like, of course the foreigner wouldn't want to wait in line. The Japanese love a way to know how to do it. And it's like, what are you talking, what are you talking about?
I have noticed the YouTube Shorts comments are like, it's almost in its own bubble compared to like
Oh my God.
every
totally.
other comment.
Genuinely
Yeah.
brain dead people who
Yeah.
they're like, of course the foreigner would skip the lines. well, I can't speak Japanese. And it's like, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
It's also really fucking easy to, on the phone, they have like the live translation things now too. You
Yeah.
can just fucking,
Yeah.
you can figure out what they're saying and be like, onigiri, tuna, hitotsu.
Nah,
Yeah.
too hard. Hitotsu, too hard.
Just get the fucking guy
An English
there.
word.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes I go to different pockets of the internet and I'm like, what is a representation of real people nowadays? I don't know where to find that on the internet nowadays. And I can't.
Dead internet theory is so real.
It's
Yeah.
so real.
I genuinely, I feel nothing when I look at comments anymore now because I just, I'm like, this doesn't look real.
Yeah.
I don't know what's real anymore.
It's funny because, like, I don't know if you guys get them, but every now and then I'll get those, like, bot comments, which are, like, clearly botted comments of, like, it's usually, like, a hot girl, and it's like, wow, this video is so inspirational. Thank you so much for
You're like,
that.
what the fuck is
And
this?
I'm like, this sounds more real than some of these actual maybe real comments that I get. And that's scary. Like some of these comments where I know a human typed it in, I'm just like,
Yeah.
there's no way you type that in one go.
Sometimes there's like AI chatbots in like live streams now too.
Really?
Yeah, you could. Sometimes they'll type and you can tell. You can tell it's a bot.
So
They
scary.
don't talk like a Twitch chat.
That's so scary.
Wow, what did they say?
They were just like over like writing a sentence like super well articulated. M dashes. You're like, this is like why no one talks like this in the Twitch chat. Nobody talks like this.
It's the M dash.
Yeah.
But it's like nobody does full sentences unless there's like a discussion going.
Yeah. Proper capitalization too, I assume.
Yeah, everything. Like,
Yeah.
no emotes.
Yeah.
But like every Twitch chatter, even when they're typing long things, will use emotes of some kind. Like the TTV emotes.
Yeah,
they
of
always
course.
do.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. I mean, I being online and seeing all the stuff is just crazy. So
It's getting to the point where I'm like, shit, how do I prove that I'm not a bot? You know, am I speaking too bossy?
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely, when I'm writing scripts nowadays, I'm just like, how do I make sure that this doesn't sound like like an AI?
I'm like, do I need to throw a skibbity every now and then to like prove that I'm a human?
Do you ever have that moment where you click on a video and sometimes like it's a video essay and you
yes.
hear a voice and you're like,
I don't know if the guy's monotone or it's AI.
yes, can't tell if monotone or AI anymore. And I'm like, I hate it.
Yeah.
But, okay, and you know that's true, right? And I've thought about this so much because I'm like, I don't like. We can get it. This is gonna be a fucking big discussion. I've thought about this so much because you know when I saw an obviously AI bot, I would just scroll because I was like, personally, I don't care. I don't really want to give ad rev to some guy that's just probably grabbing videos, putting an AI voiceover.
Yeah.
But they've gotten really good.
Yeah.
And they've gotten to the point where I'm questioning myself now.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I don't know if this is human or AI. But you know what I never do? I never question when it's a human. Like I know it's a human straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just there are certain people that are voicing it. You're like, this is 100% a human, and I have no doubt in my mind. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in a sense, I'm like, okay, is this a voiceover problem? Is this like someone who is, or is it just catching up? Like, is it constantly, because like being good at voiceover is a skill in of itself, right?
Yes.
That's something people spend a lot of time learning. But you would be an idiot to think that these AI versions aren't caught up basically or catching up and getting better every single day. Like today, whenever you're watching this, is the worst they've ever been.
Yes.
And they will only get better.
Yeah.
So
I think it's the latter of what you're saying. I think it's the fact that they're just catching up.
yeah.
Because there have been, I agree. There are like some vocal qualities that you hear in some like content creators where it's like, yeah, there's no way at this point in time an AI can replicate this kind of like nuance or this kind of like vocal quality.
Because you know from your work, because you're making the video, you know when to hit the joke and how to hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just something that is really hard currently to do with AI voices. And that being said, like obviously I'm like, I prefer not to watch those. But now it's getting to the point where they're almost so omnipresent online. It's kind of impossible to go about it like that and to be like, I don't want to engage with it at all because you kind of can't. But I guess my one hope is that it'll become like, maybe the way that people used to speak about hand-drawn animation. That it's like, wow, this thing got real voice acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I do feel
Just like the good old days.
like I have to imagine that it'll be a case of like, okay, nobody cares anymore. There's AI voices, and I feel like it's kind of already getting to that in a sense. Like it feels like a losing battle caring about it.
Yeah.
Like man shouts at cloud kind of thing. Like
do you
changing.
think maybe, then this might be a weird theory, do you think maybe that because there are now, when you look at the average demographic of people who just like consume content on YouTube and stuff like that, right? And I would argue most people who are not creators don't really care if it's an AI voiceover or not. They just are there kind of just to like sit and like listen to
most
the
people want to
content.
consume something or get something.
Yeah, they just want to like hear somebody talk, whether that's an AI or a human
Yeah.
or whatever. Do you think maybe that there are some content creators out there now who understand that and maybe are almost purposefully turning their voiceovers into monotone or like slightly AI content?
No.
You don't think so?
No, there's just certain genres of content. Like I think the reason I got into this problem was because I, listened to a lot of sleep content, and sleep content is just like you have to have like a
monotone
certain
voice.
certain way of like delivering. And there are some times now where I, get recommended a video, and it's like a new creator, and I'm like, I want to know.
And some of these channels are really popular.
Yeah.
That use these like AI voices and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn. it's kind of crazy to think that we've
all of those like breaking down like the history of a civilization or like weird history and stuff like that.
A lot of those ones, or the ones I've noticed are the channels with the white background and the circles with like different things in them.
like explaining every whatever.
Those have become, that style's become really popular for using AI because it's very easy to add these little things in. And again, like I think my stance is, I think you have to be quite fluid and changing with this to care about it. And I used to be like absolutely fucking zero, no. I still don't like it, but at the same time, it's like it's happening.
It's not going away.
And so I think the shift needs to be, instead of being like crying about everything, not crying, but like being constantly against all this stuff. It's like, how can I now shift the focus to giving credit to when people do make everything themselves, do put all that work in and showcase that amazing art. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I feel like it feels exhausting.
Yeah, no, it is exhausting.
My stance is that AI at this very current form is just slop content. Yeah. But humans can make slop content.
We can make slop content.
Oh, yeah.
Humans MLG edits back in the day were handcrafted slop.
That is not slop. That
was handcrafted.
That was handcrafted slop. What do I mean when I talk about slop content?
MLG was like the graffiti of content. Yeah. Like it's to some people it's like, oh, what is this shit? It's just vandalism. And then for other people it's like, this is a finely crafted art.
Yeah. Slop content is taking a popular internet video, putting your face on it and just going,
oh my god.
That to me is slop content.
With the fucking AI voiceover. I can't believe this is happening.
Shit like that.
Jason Derulo using the same
That's my favorite.
The same reaction video for reactions.
So
it's like, you may as well be AI, Jason, bro. It's just like, what are you doing? You're not fucking contributing.
And I think I think the level of slop content is going to, the level of human-made slop content is just going to get pushed out because it's just going to get replaced by AI slop content.
Yeah, a lot more because you can pump it out way faster, right? Yeah.
Exactly. It's going to be interesting. I think as a tool to help creatives do their thing, it's great. I love that, like, you can, it makes tedious tasks simpler. It speeds up certain aspects that were really cumbersome or very resource intensive before. And that's great. I think it's just like when the really human elements, like, and especially the front facing elements, it's like, AI YouTube videos, sure. But nobody wants an AI actor in a movie.
No.
Like, I don't think anyone wants to see a movie that's starring AI Tom Cruise.
See,
do you think there's someone who wants that?
See, every time we get closer and closer
but the goalposts keep moving, right?
The goalpost keeps moving.
That's what's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Because like I say this now and I'm like, I absolutely don't fucking want that. But maybe something will happen in a year where some studio does it just okay enough where people are willing to accept it.
Yeah, I'm saying this now where I'm like, I like the human connection.
I love that human connection,
between me and a creator or an actor or whatever. But then I also thought, ain't no way someone's ever going to fall for an AI or something like that.
No, of course you will. This shit's too good now.
Yeah, and then I was like, no, people are getting emotionally attached to AI now. And I'm like, okay, every time I think humans are too good for that, humanity proves me wrong every time.
No, you actually just reminded, in the music world right now, there's this huge news that's going on of this AI artist who managed to make it onto the Billboard charts.
Oh my gosh.
And like this, I forgot the name of the AI artist, but like it's this, I was saying it's this girl. It's not, it's an AI. Where, she's got like over 1 million fucking monthly listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
And she like managed to fucking, this girl here, on the bottom left, This fucking, this AI girl managed to make it onto the fucking Billboard charts.
Oh my god.
And people are just like, because I don't care if it's AI or human made. What sounds good sounds good. I'm like, what message are we trying to fucking portray here? They're like, oh, if it's good enough for me, then it's good enough for everyone. And I don't care if it's a human or fucking made by a robot.
Maybe we're the bots. I'm just saying,
but it's like hacking our brain. It's like using like everything to look like what we like, and it's like finding its way into everything.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Maybe the problem with AI to begin with is not the AI. Maybe it's us.
I think we are the problem.
The fact that we are such predictable creatures that
so dumb
that certain things and certain patterns can be learned by. by machines.
And like you know, there are a lot of people who are really for it and you know, push it a lot. And I guess the main reason why I keep coming back to thinking like not feeling great about it and morally quite icky is it is just kind of just a giant plagiarism machine.
Yeah.
It just steals, but just takes everything in and they use it for another company to make their profit and fuel their investors and whatnot. And it's like, that's the main core of it that it all comes down to, where I feel like, oh, I don't feel great about this. Like that's why I end up, even if I was on the fence about certain things, or I feel like, okay, there's some usage here, there's some validity here. It's like, at the end of the day, it's still being powered by just plagiarism.
Yeah.
It just feels icky.
Yeah, it all feels icky.
It's gross.
I don't know. It's icky.
And it's also frustrating because it's online right now. Both sides, again, you know, this is the internet thing right now. It's like, there is no like discussion to be had about any of it. It's like life or death to both sides. I want fucking AI and everything. I want my kid raised by AI. In fact, I want my kid to be AI. And the other side's like, if anything even spelled with letter A comes near my product, I will fucking boycott it. And it's like, okay, we need to. The reality is that the times are changing and the goalposts, like you said, are going to move. Yeah. Because you know, I talk about it like 3D modelers, right? Like there's a lot more tools now for it to get better at 3D modeling. Those tools are only going to get better and better. And at what point is then it AI and not AI? When do we say that? Like, you know, it's becoming frustrating and kind of exhausting as a human to just exist and know how to feel about this shit. Because I don't know the fuck to do anymore. Yeah. This shit is so fucking exhausting. It's in everything. I don't think I like it. I don't know what to do. It's so terrible.
Dude, WALL-E was a documentary, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it's every day we're just slowly getting to WALL-E.
This episode is sponsored by Cashapp.
Cashapp is a comprehensive peer-to-peer money transfer and non-bank financial platform. It allows users to send and receive money, utilize an optional debit card, invest in stocks, and offers perks like free tax filing. Cashapp can help you manage shared expenses like utility payments, split the cost of a trip, or simply pay friends back for coffee. From getting paid to growing what you've got, Cashapp makes managing your money effortless and instant without all the fees. Sending money is fast, free, and made for you. You can personalize payments with stickers and text and collect money from a group with pulls.
One of the coolest things about Cashapp is that you can design your own debit card. You can pick from a bunch of different colors and patterns and add your favorite stamps, doodles, or even you and your friends' inside jokes to make it totally unique to you. You also get exclusive savings on stuff you're already buying, like coffee, boba, video games, and more. And if you're the type who loves concerts, your Cashapp card gets you early access to ticket sales for huge tours like Kendrick Lamar, SZA, and Sabrina Carpenter. Finally, no need to worry about random monthly charges or minimum balance requirements. Take control of your money today with Cashapp.
For a limited time, new Cashapp customers earn $10 if they use the code That'sMoney10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cashapp is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cashapp's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, members FDIC. Discounts and promotions provided by Cashapp, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
Back to the episode.
Well, there was obviously some big news recently, or like big drama that happened. Maybe by the time you're watching this, it's not so recent. And it'd be fun to see how it's all settled down either way. But there was a game that came out called Arc Raiders. Okay. And initially, they were accused of having AI voice actors. And I also was an idiot as well, and I just believed this without fucking checking like a moron. Okay. And I was like, I think I'm going to play it. It's got AI voices. Turns out that wasn't the case.
Okay.
But what they do have is that they have kind of like a TTS Hatsune Miku situation where the voice actors signed up.
Right.
They gave their voice, consented to it. And then from that voice, they made voice lines.
I see. Okay.
And I'm not sure if there's any other generative AI involved. I don't know. I tried to read about it. It wasn't quite clear. But it seems like it's become kind of like a war zone now, this game, and the topic of it. Either you're against AI and any of this stuff.
Just open the floodgates.
Yeah. But it's the studio who made this game also made a game prior called I forgot what it's called. And they had AI voices in it. But I think that actually was AI.
Right.
What was it called? The Finals, yeah.
Okay.
And they got heat for it then, for doing it.
So this one is like confirmed that it had AI voice acting.
The Finals? I'm pretty sure the Finals had AI. Can we double check that before I get that wrong? But this one now, they have like kind of TTS.
Right.
And it's interesting. The whole discussion has been really not very nuanced. Because a lot of people feel one thing and they have decided how they feel about it, and there's not really any room to kind of to talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when you first hear that they've kind of hired voice actors, how do you feel about that? Like, what's your first impression? They've hired voice actors and then they use it as like a voice bank to make TTS lines.
It's very gray.
I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, I
about
don't know
it.
how to feel.
I don't know. How
I
to
guess it's
feel.
better than just going
it's like, I think-
AI.
I guess
Yeah.
I would need to know more details about what the entire creative process was, and especially what the voices behind, kind of like what the voice actors signed up for.
Yeah, so the voice actors apparently all good with it. They signed up for it. They know what they got into. They get paid per line, I think, or something along those lines.
Right.
So yeah, that was like that with that. But
Yeah.
But I guess the whole time I'm like, yeah, why didn't you just hire voice actors? I guess because they wanted to. I think their reasoning was something along the lines of they wanted to be able to expand the game quickly, and some of the voice lines, maybe they need to do that.
Maybe cut back on costs and stuff like that as well.
It's a pretty big studio though.
Oh, really?
So it's hard to, and obviously I've done voice acting. We've produced things before with voice acting. I know the price of how much this stuff usually costs. It's not it's an insane cost for a very small studio. It's kind of a marginal cost for a really big studio.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I guess my feeling is like I would just rather, like, me personally, and I know this is a preference. Some people don't care because they're only NPCs. Like they're like characters that you come across in the game.
Right.
They're not like main big story characters.
Okay.
And the lines do sound a little flat. Like they don't sound quite like actors.
They're missing the human touch.
Yes, yeah. I think it just makes me think when people talk about it, they're like, da-da-da. I'm like, I think personally, I would just rather not use voice acting at all and just have it all text.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing this, just because I feel like if it sounds bad.
But people hate reading.
Yeah.
People do hate reading.
People want voice acting in modern AAA games.
Yeah.
But then I feel like the biggest disservice you can do is not like, okay, yes, using text-to-speech, whatever. I don't really care. I think nobody cares about text-to-speech. I think it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
It's well understood how it works. It's not a new thing.
Yes.
I think the worst thing you can do is make a good game with bad voice acting in it. I think, I don't like bad anything.
Yeah,
It'd be like having the most amazing gameplay, god tier soundtrack made by Kevin, and then all the art assets you've made from like Mid-Journey. Like you've just typed in the prompt. It's like, well, hold on now.
Yeah.
The reason why the original One Punch Man manga was so compelling is because the art style was so funny and it worked really well. And it was obviously clearly a limitation that artist had and incorporated that limitation into their work. So yeah, it was obviously a really big thing going on right now, and I just wanted to know. I think
I'd
it lined
never
up
heard of
nicely.
this, to be
Yeah,
fair.
me neither.
Yeah.
But the thing is, and this is the big turning point, I think, is that the game is very good. It's very popular.
Right.
And so I think people like the game a lot, and so people are starting to kind of
More
like,
forgiving to it.
yeah, because they're like, well, it's only like a voice actor in this one thing. It's it's a little robotic, but it's just one thing in a great game. And so a lot of people get really upset when people try to take points away from the game because they feel like that's not a fair reason to mark it down.
Right.
But it does feel like the conversation is becoming, one, more loaded and heated, and two, a bit more tricky on what the line is and where it should be. And I know that, like, as people want to make more games are popular, and a lot of people have limitations and stuff. They'll just decide to, okay, I'd rather incorporate this than not. And is that the right play? I don't know. Like, it's interesting.
Yeah, and I guess like if like, for example, in this example, it's like, okay, everything else about the game is great and human made except for the NPC voice actors, then as you said, right? And if people are now, because the game is good, they're comfortable with that line.
Yeah.
What's to say now that other studios now are going to look at that and being like, how far can we push this line?
Well, so I wanted to be informed on this topic because I thought if we were going to talk about it, I'd love to get more opinions than just my own. Because I didn't feel great about it.
Sure.
But I'm a voice actor and I'm biased.
Yeah.
I like voicing in these things. I feel like they're a lot better off when they have someone voicing it.
Right.
Some games have been made by their great voice acting. This can really like be make or break. So I wanted to ask some other friends as well who are in the industry, but in other aspects of it. And I asked someone who is pretty high up at another game company that has a couple of very popular games. And they were like, yeah, the game is technically like a masterpiece. Like the technical aspect of it and what they've done in Unreal Engine is like really, really impressive. But it's like they didn't understand why they kind of chose to do that because it feels like a very odd choice and a very minute one. That they personally probably wouldn't use it in their games, just a preference thing. But they didn't mind that they had used it. So it does feel like the vibe is kind of shifting with this stuff, and some things are going to be more forgivable than others. You know, if your game isn't too story heavy, okay, fine. Maybe it's fine if it's ethical and all the actors have agreed to it. I still think that perhaps using generative AI where it's just a random voice with no one assigned to it and no one's getting paid, probably still on the unethical side.
Yeah.
But at least this one seems to be where people are kind of like, okay, this might be okay.
I mean, it seems a lot of this is, unfortunately, on the internet, nuanced discussion just doesn't exist.
Fuck no.
At all. But are they representative of the general consumer a lot of the times?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think your general consumer doesn't really care if
as long as the final product
non-consequential
is good, right?
I'm not sure if not care is the right word, but I'm sure that for a lot of general consumers, it is a vibe check for a lot of times, you know, where it's just like, you know, so there are some outrageous examples where a lot of people are just like, no, I don't want to consume this at all. But sometimes when it's just like on the cusp, you know, people don't have to be as, you know, people don't have to pick sides as definitively as what you see on the internet, maybe.
I mean, I was dumb. When I first heard of it, I just assumed, I was like, oh God, another game that's used AI, and I didn't really look into it and kind of chose my camp before I even looked into it more. Then when I looked into it more, I was like, okay, this is classic internet. All nuance was lost online, and I should have just fucking looked and read my own, you know, source.
Yeah.
And there was a big review that kind of stoked some flames because they gave it 2 out of 5.
Okay.
And brought down it was a Eurogamer article. It was a really good article. It was a really good review, and I read it, and I felt like it was very nuanced. But obviously the headline was all that anyone read.
Yeah,
and if you actually read it, I felt like it was actually like a well put together review. Whether you agree with it or not is not what I am trying to say. But like the review itself was very eloquent. And their main criticism was that they were like, this game is PvPvE, and it relies a lot on talking with people and your teammates and talking to strangers. And their main criticism was like, it's disingenuous to have the voice of the player be such a prominent aspect of the game, and then at the last like hurdle in your game development, kind of try to cut people out by using these kind of more robotic methods, which I think is really interesting. Like I think like whether you agree with that point or not, I think it is a point that you should at least hear and you know, make your own mind up of. And I thought it was interesting.
What's the game about?
It's an extraction shooter. So it's like you and you all spawn. Again, I haven't played it yet, so I don't know. But you all spawn, and then there's basically like
this is Arc Raiders we're talking about, right?
Yeah. It's an extraction shooter, which means that everyone drops in, you kill NPCs, and at some point you need to get out, and then you get to keep that loot maybe for another run or something else. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, that's kind of the point. And it's a multiplayer game.
Okay,
it's like solely multiplayer. But it's like but apparently one of the main things is that it's beautiful. It's very technically extremely impressive the way it's been made. So
I mean, we're looking at the gameplay of it now, and it looks pretty nice.
But I just thought it was really interesting to kind of talk about and bring up in general.
Yeah, it's such a great zone to talk about, isn't it? It's like, again,
well, look, I think we are. I would say we're normal people. I think we're able to talk about it. Obviously we'd be impassioned, but also have to think like realistically where the world is headed. And I think unfortunately this is gonna be a thing that is normalized.
Yeah.
And at least from what we're seeing so far, if you make a great game, people are very willing to at least turn the other way, or maybe maybe drop a couple of the things that they felt passionate about prior. And it's a lot easier to hate on a game that uses certain things when it looks like obvious shit. But when it's getting really good, I think some people are starting to have to question. They're like, what's going on now? Like, I don't...
Yeah, it becomes that whole thing of like, I understand what the problems are with it, but I still enjoy the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's why...
And that's clearly what people are having. Like,
Yes.
and I think that like a lot of people are trying to make people feel bad about enjoying it. I don't think that's also the right way to go about this.
Shaming people for enjoying things never works.
No, like people like it. It's doing well. Like, having you shame them for liking it is not going to stop people from doing this. Like that is
it's going to make them want to like it even more.
And it's going to make this whole conversation more tribalistic when we don't need that online. What we need, I keep looking at the gameplay. I'm sorry, the gameplay's playing on the screen. I'm like stimming. You know, this conversation about everything, like everything online, has become so tribalistic, and it's like, you know, turning it into that now makes it a thing of choose a side.
Yeah,
and it's not like, hey, let's actually try to see what this is.
Let's just talk to each other.
Yeah, let's discuss this first.
Is there things that we're okay with that we're not okay with? Like, why is that? Why do you feel that way? Like, let's try and, but this, you know, there's none of that.
Yeah, the internet's not going to have that
But again,
conversation.
maybe the game has massive problems outside of that. I don't know. I haven't played it. So I haven't touched it. Because I just have been playing Plants vs. Zombies.
You mean back into Plants vs. Zombies?
I play Plants vs. Zombies too.
You know,
40 hours.
Let's see AI make this.
Yeah. AI could never.
Well, they re-released the game and they tried to use like AI upscaling and all this shit to make it. At least I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah, right. How do you feel about AI upscaling?
What do you mean?
In terms of like games or movies and stuff like that. We've seen it a lot with like movies and stuff, you know, the 4K upscaling and stuff.
I mean,
how do you feel about
like,
that? Like,
generally it's trash and it makes things look worse. Did you know, by the way, all your YouTube videos, they've got it on by default now?
What? 4K upscaling?
Just AI upscaling in general.
Oh, really?
You have to turn it off. It's like deep in the settings.
What the fuck?
I had to go through like 15 menus to find it.
Fucking hell.
Okay, I didn't know.
Do
videos.
you know what I hate? The fucking auto dub.
Oh my God, the
Oh,
auto
I
dub is
hate that
atrocious.
shit.
Gods.
But like, it's annoying because obviously they're just training it right now on all of our videos and whatnot.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, I'm sure in 5 years it's going to be perfect or it's going to be close. You know, it's obviously going to get better. And we say we hate it now, but in 10 years, maybe you're watching this episode and I am speaking perfectly in fluent Spanish right now, and it sounds completely natural. And
It sounds like Connor.
Muy bien.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? But you know, it's obviously going to get there, and it's like I think the conversation now needs to be around where can we, you know, what kind of regulation should be in place, what is ethical use, what's not ethical use, at what point, you know, I think it's a valid conversation about the piracy aspect of it and the plagiarism, and it's tough.
Well, did you see the fucking when was it Sora?
Yeah.
They released it and there were just people uploading AI generated like South Park episodes or anime episodes. And I'm like,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's like
That's so scary.
And maybe if it was like a human and it drawed inspiration from so many points, it would be forgivable. But they would just sometimes, just make South Park.
Yeah.
And you're like, this doesn't feel like should be allowed to do this.
Here's my question, okay? Because I haven't looked into the whole Sora thing at all, but I know what it is. What was the point of this being made? like genuinely, like what is the original
That is a
purpose?
good
What is the original
question.
intent for this thing to exist?
So,
To make money.
Yeah, other than for people to make really shit memes and just like just plagiarize shit that already exists.
So,
like, what's the point?
okay, so I think initially when a lot of these companies started, a big pitch and the way they would kind of push it forward was for scientific use.
Okay.
Like, you know,
like simulations and stuff, you mean?
yeah, like proteins, like untangling proteins to like keep track of them in the human body.
Okay.
Is a really, and used to be done all but manually, and it would take months and months and months to map out a single protein.
Right.
And this is stuff that is used in, you know, like cancer medicine. It's used in so many treatments, right? So the initial pitch of AI being used and mass data kind of hoovering machines was to improve science and to improve, which obviously
I'm all for.
I think everyone was like, great.
Yeah,
if we can
sick.
get a cure for cancer, if we can get all these things, great.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, as these technologies got more exciting, as Deep Blue beats Gary Kasparov in chess, you know, it starts to become, you know, general intelligence was kind of a thing. And then now the big shift of what the big pitch is like AGI, which is this all-encompassing human, like better than a human in every single thing. Like there is not a thing that a human can beat it in.
Right.
And that's the promise. Because once you get that, if it's better than every doctor, if it's better than every lawyer, if it's better than every scientist, then you literally have figured out like the ultimate money printing machine.
Yes.
And so that's like the whole thing. That's like where it's at now. But Sora and all these things, they just require so much data and so much iteration that it's like, okay, well, just just unleash it, get it out there, start using it, you know.
Oh, I see.
But what they've kind of done now, because a lot of these companies are loaning and borrowing insane amounts of money, they like trillions. They have to make trillions to like pay off what they're making. It's like, okay, how do we make money now? Put this video thing out there. So like a lot of the thing now is that they've gone from the initial promise of like, we'll fix cancer to we'll fucking plagiarize every video and give you slop memes.
Hey, want to see your own Dragon Ball episode? Want to make your own Dragon Ball episode?
So, you know, the initial promise of like, we'll fucking use all the data and all the electricity in the world. Like there are like in places like some parts of the world, it uses so much electricity on the grid that it overloads the grid and can literally break your home appliances because the harmonic frequency of the amount of electricity being used is now off the normal and acceptable amount. So your fridge at home could be broken because of all these fucking data AI slop centers. So there's so many more.
Dude.
And it's literally just so we can make these shitty memes right now. There's nothing of value that it's making right now. It can organize a spreadsheet. That's cool. But it's like, it's not the promise that we were sold on.
So, question.
Sorry for the massive rant.
No, I needed to know this because I'm just like, the first time I saw Sora and, you know, because like, unfortunately I've seen on Instagram and stuff like that of so many people just making like really shit memes of themselves in like, you know, with the fucking Sora watermark on it. I'm just like, okay, but like, what's the point? Like, why does this exist other than to fucking make every content creator angry?
Yeah.
You know? So I just needed to know. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it exists to make money. that's pretty much it. That's
money.
That's where the, you know, of course, everything is done to make money, but it's, I don't see the benefit towards, you know, what it can bring to our culture and our society, I guess.
Nothing.
I think with the occasional annoying task, it can be helpful.
Yeah.
Like I've had some things where, because I've wanted to try it out, because I'm like, well, if I'm going to fucking not like this thing, I may as well give it a fair shake.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, can you organize the spreadsheet for me?
Oh yeah, I've used that so many times.
And half the time it doesn't fucking work though.
Oh really?
For me, it doesn't work. But then there are occasions when it'll find me like, I'll be like, can you find me this image online? And it'll find it. I'm like, okay, great. This seems like a great use.
Yeah.
Like something that allows you to kind of get through the slop that is the internet.
Yeah.
But other times it would just glaze you. It just glazes you when you ask it a question. I'm like, don't fucking glaze me.
Yeah, I love it when Chat GPT does that sometimes where I'm just like, I just ask a Monday question and it always opens with, that's a great question, man.
I don't want this.
I'm like, just give me the fucking answer.
It was a dumb question.
Yeah. And right now I'm literally talking about the video creation part of Sora where I'm like, where it's just, I see it as just a slop creation machine.
Because what else is it used for? Like, what is the genuine use?
That's the question I'm asking. Like, what is the intended purpose for releasing this out into the public, other than causing havoc?
But you know, it's an expensive subscription to pay for it, and so I think people, they realized, hey, we need to stem the bleeding. We need to make money right now, otherwise we're going to go bankrupt.
Right.
I don't know how much more investment they can get, and so they just released this slot machine. Because people will do it. Because you can also, you know, make things that aren't real. And some of the things that are made now in it are genuinely indistinguishable to real life videos. And it's getting concerning.
That's so scary.
Well, do you know what it inadvertently has made me do?
Right.
It's made me a lot more savvy when it comes to watching videos or watching because there's like it's less becoming. Like, because AI is getting so good now, it's less becoming looking for the telltale signs of just like, oh, look at the hands or look at the something. And now it's looking at the context of a video. It's just like, I remember seeing a video.
You have to really think about it.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video and it was like a camera shot of someone getting attacked by, you know, some animal when he was sleeping.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know why, but this feels AI. And then I go to the comments and it is AI. And then you think about it and you're like, yeah, why was someone had to set up a camera of themselves sleeping, why would you do that unless you're planning something anyway? So you literally are.
Oh, is that the video of the guy in the tent and he opens the tent and there's like a bear right in front of it?
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah,
I've seen that video and I thought that was a real video at first.
Yeah, so it's made me think, okay, this is the setup. Yeah. All right. How is this something that someone would feasibly do? Why would someone set up a camera on their own tent when they're going to sleep for no reason at all. Because it looks like a security camera, right?
Yeah.
But why would they do that?
Why would there be a security camera?
So it's literally you kind of like, you are logically breaking down, does this seem like something would
What
happen
an
in real life?
exhausting process.
I know, right? I
What the
know.
fuck?
I shouldn't have to think about that.
But
Yeah.
you do, Joey.
I know.
And you know what? It's
The fact that we do is so exhausting.
This episode is sponsored by Shopify.
Boys, when I started my clothing brand nonsense, there was just one issue that I had in my brain. I had all these great ideas, but I didn't know how to open an e-com
How do you do
website.
that?
How was I going to
do
ship
that?
and sell all of these wonderful, awesome clothes out to everybody in the world? Thankfully, I had Shopify.
Shopify is the e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started like this Bozo's brand.
That's me.
Get started with your own design studio. With hundreds of ready-to-use templates, Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that will write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create emails and social media campaigns, whether your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify.
So baby, what are you waiting for? Turn your big business idea into cha-ching. With Shopify on your side, sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/trash. Go to shopify.com/trash, shopify.com/trash. Back to the episode. But
Yeah.
I also think that's why people, we're very lucky people watch the podcast, but I think that's why people go now. Like they watch more YouTubers and influencers than ever. Because it's like, my God, in a sea of made up slop, it's like, at least you can be sure the person's fucking real.
Yeah.
Like what they're
Or
putting
are
out
we?
is, and it's frustrating.
Yeah.
But
Until there's a Twitch streamer that takes over.
yeah, true.
Ugh, yeah. It's only
Well,
a matter of time, I feel.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like for a while, I was like, man, I'm not going to play any fucking games that have disclosed any AI. But then I was like, man, having to police this is going to be impossible.
Yeah.
Like that, my policy to myself. I'll still try to play games that are only made by human, but of course, there's going to be some games that maybe they didn't label it properly.
Yeah, they're gonna slip
or-
through the crack, right?
Yeah, or maybe they, and
for
it's
sure.
like, fuck this. I'm just going to try and play games that I think are cool and made by people. And if I happen to accidentally fucking play a game that has got this dog shit in it, it's like, all right, whatever. Sucks they did that, but what can you do? I mean, being human in this year is just accepting that you're going to have to consume AI unless you just get rid of the internet, which I think also is a healthy alternative at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm wondering, was technology always scary and
Yeah, I think so.
exhausting?
Yeah, I mean, I think people had these conversations and stuff with like
There was always skeptics, even in, like, the earlier
radios
times,
when
you know?
cars were around. I'm sure people had like always every new big technology. People have these conversations. I think.
You know, when like TV first came out, right, and people and parents would look at their kids like glued to the TV screens and be like, "Oh my God, they're staring at a box with moving pictures and not going outside, and it's gonna rot the brains of the children." And it's like,
Yeah.
man, if only they existed, if only they're around for another 50 years to see this.
I think the main difference though with this one compared to those is that at least those technologies are new things, whereas this is just a machine that has taken everything that it can get from the internet and
Just
regurgitated
bastardized
it.
it.
Yeah. So it's like, I understand why when people make that comparison of like, oh, you're just like those people who shouted at radios or the phone. It's like, well, come on now. Like, that is such a bad faith argument, and you know why it is.
Yeah, they were made by humans.
Yeah, like when the guy made the Walkman, there was a lot of steps that go into making that product and why it ended up changing. And there's also reasons why people might not have wanted to adopt it right away.
Yeah.
But like it's not the same mentality, I think. And to act like it is a very unfair argument, I think.
Yes.
And playing dumb almost.
It just like, I remember a time, growing up, whenever a new technology would get announced or something, it genuinely was like exciting.
Yeah,
know?
we were in like early 2000s tech always felt exciting. I think people were super pumped for the next thing.
Right?
Oh my God, yeah. Like when the fucking iPhone first came out, and people were like, what the? This is the future.
Forget the iPhone. Remember the BlackBerry? Being like, yo, you can send email on your phone? What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a touch pen and everything.
Yeah, I can look when the TV probably came out. I can understand. Maybe the social space you had has been eroded slightly. I kind of get it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe if the TV was never invented, we might be better off. I don't know. But like, I can imagine why people were probably not stoked about the idea of having a box that everyone has to
Bro,
look
do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember the feeling of like seeing the first flat screen TVs?
That was kind of sick.
Oh my
that
god,
was cool.
I was like, no fucking way. This is the goddamn future.
How do they fit all those cathode rays in there?
I know.
But like, and I think the thing with like, maybe when the phone came out or whatever, I
Yeah.
don't think there was ever an ethical conversation about, is it moral that
Yeah.
it exists, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like a genuine thing that I think people, again, why I think the argument of people had this argument, would always complain before. I think it's a bad faith argument because I think like, I don't think anyone ever questioned the ethics of the vinyl player or the internet.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people were just skeptical of its impact.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, I
Yeah.
don't think people have underestimated the impact that this is all going to have. But just sorry, and I hate talking about it because I know everyone is so sick of hearing about it. But I think it's well, at least for us, it's cool discussion for all creatives.
Unfortunately,
Such a big part
I'm
of our
tired
lives.
of hearing about it, but unfortunately, it's just fucking unavoidable.
Yeah.
But I like that we, the viewers that we have. I
Yeah.
love that people are super down to have conversations.
Yeah.
In the comments, and people are willing to talk about it nuanced and stuff,
Yeah.
and people aren't as reactionary. And I think we're very lucky to have the Trash Taste audience. I think
Yeah.
you guys are phenomenal at having a good
You
discussion
guys are
about
smart
this.
enough to know what nuance is.
Yeah.
You're willing to clown on us, but you're willing to also have a discussion about it,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
appreciate.
Yeah.
Look, we're not immune to being clowned on. And look, maybe our takes this episode might have aged horrendously in 10 years. Maybe they won't. It doesn't really matter. I think we had this discussion at the time now when everything was what it was, and it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
We're parasocial towards you,
Yeah.
viewers.
I'm parasocial towards you guys.
I'm staring at all of you right now.
Do you actually think? I was having this thought the other day. Actually, do you think Twitch streamers are parasocial towards their chat?
Yeah. I think so. I think it's like the conglomerate.
I had this.
As like the group, as the
Yeah.
group vibe. I think I get parasocial to the vibe.
I had this like moment the other day where I was just like, I was in stream and I was talking about this thing that happened on stream like 4 or 5 years ago, something like ages that happened, and people would be like, and chat was like, oh yeah, I remember you did that.
There'll always be like 5 people who remember.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, this feels oddly personal.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I feel like I have a connection with you guys.
yeah. I'm like, shit. I'm talking about my life like 4 or 5 years ago, and people be like, yo, I remember that time, and I'm like, this is like the conversation I have with my mates, being like, yo, remember when we were kids and we had this moment, and I'm like, shit, am I getting parasocial towards chat now? It's weird fucking relationship,
Scary.
man. Scary.
I read another article,
Yeah.
and it was genuinely one of the most insightful articles I've read in a long time.
Yeah.
It's called The Goon Squad.
Okay.
Can you pull this up? And like maybe if you were around when
What is this?
it's actually a genuinely amazing article.
Okay.
Okay, it's a very long article. It's really well done, and it's just the name is so fucking funny, and I can't like talk to you about
Oh my
it.
god.
So let me explain to you what this article
right.
is. So, this guy basically is interested in gooning, and the term goon.
Okay, I get before you start, how did you find this article?
People were talking about it a lot on Reddit. Sorry,
Oh.
Joe. So we're talking about this article called The Goon Squad.
Goon Squad.
That I read. And it sounds fucking ridiculous, but it's actually a very thought-provoking journey that this guy goes into where he basically wants to learn about people who are serious gooners.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because we've talked a lot about hentai, gooning, if you will, we this is an interesting thing that I think you boys would love to read.
Okay.
Okay.
But basically, this guy starts joining these gooning servers on Discord.
Okay.
Which, did you know about this?
I didn't know, but I'm not surprised.
I've not heard about this.
Yeah.
And they have competitive gooning. I'm serious.
Wait.
What's competitive gooning?
They've ranked gooning?
So what they would do is that they would do like goon offs. And it's honestly an eye-opening read.
Oh my god.
So these guys, what they would do is that they would basically make AMVs for porn.
Yeah.
They would basically make porn compilations.
Right.
Right.
And they would basically like do like a showdown. They would like bring out their A game. They'd bring out their porn compilations. And they
Okay.
would play it against each other.
play the game.
And they'd show you yours. They'd be like, that's nice. Now let me show you this. And they would show. And this guy joins these servers to like learn more about it and like why the fuck people are doing this.
Yeah.
And then like apparently it's like a big popular thing where people edit like porn into these porn like PMVs as they call them. I think is what
Porn
it was.
music videos.
Yeah, it was really fucking weird. And they would all like be like, yeah, they're like jerking it for like hours, like but like edging.
Holy shit!
And they would all be on Discord together doing this.
Oh my God.
And this guy basically goes into it and he's of the mindset. He's like, why are there people doing this?
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Great question.
What is kind of like drawing them to this?
Yeah.
And what is the main reason? And through talking to this and talking to a lot of these people, and even went to like an IRL meetup that some of these people did, where they all got together in a room to goon together.
Together?
Yeah. It was the main conclusion was, and from a lot of these people who participated in this would just say like, yeah, like to feel nothing. Loneliness, like severe loneliness.
Jesus.
And if you are interested in the absolute bizarre world of
Wait. What's thought provoking about it?
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm gonna read this later. After
everything
the
you just
episode.
said is like peak meme material. So
Yeah.
what's the
okay,
thought
it's
provoking?
mean, but like because like it's fucking funny to laugh that this shit exists. But it's also incredibly
really
lonely.
depressing.
And
Yeah.
really
depressing,
depressing.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of these people also, you know, on the younger side, and a lot of these people, I think it was like a symptom of the fact that there's not a lot of hope for a lot of people who are growing up right now. There's like not a lot of opportunities. It feels very daunting to enter the adult world right now because you can't fucking get a job, you can't do anything. And I think it was a really thought-provoking article about how porn has kind of come into a lot of people's lives and kind of become like a massive part of their identity and what they do and kind of getting lost in that. But also the weird camaraderie that you can kind of get from it with other people who are maybe also deep in the source.
Right.
But ultimately, how lonely it still all is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds ridiculous because it's called the fucking Goon Squad. Again, the article's not perfect.
You guys had the Suicide Squad. Get ready for the Goon Squad.
There's a couple of things that a bit odd. That I'm not sure I would come to the same conclusion. But it's still a fascinating look into this world because this guy really tries to go deep into understanding it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure his own mental sanity. So shout out Daniel for going down that fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah,
and
braver than most.
Doing legitimate journalism into the gooning world.
The goon epidemic.
It was again, what you think about it or what conclusion you take from it is whatever. But I just think that if you get a moment, you get it's about a half-hour read.
Yeah, I just saved it, so I'm gonna read it later.
Please go read it.
Yeah.
It's a really, and if you're at all curious about the weird world of gooning, viewers, it's a great article. I would be very worried.
Every time you say that,
that's the word they use.
I know it
it's
is.
the Goon Squad.
I just can't stop laughing. Every time I hear it. Jesus.
And then they'd talk and they'd be like, yeah, we masturbate like 6 hours a day. To try and reach some kind of like goon
Nirvana.
Goon Nirvana.
Goon.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, everyone needs a hobby, right?
Everyone needs a hobby.
Don't turn that into a job.
It's just
How do I turn this into a job?
How do I make money from this?
it's just a really fascinating read. So give it a read.
Yeah.
Clearly, you don't know. You're not friends with the Goon Squad, Joey. They have the hobby.
I'm sorry, but I didn't
Down
choose the
the
name. How else do you name this thing? It's weird.
No, the Goon Squad is a
it's
perfect name
great.
for it.
It's great. It is attention grabbing. This is everything that an article should do.
Yeah. That's terrifying, though.
Yeah.
I just think it's a greater part of loneliness for a lot of people, and I think a desperate need for people to be a part of something.
Yeah.
And to be a part of a group and have friends
humans at the end of the day are social creatures.
Yeah.
And they will do anything apparently to feel that sense of camaraderie in one way or another.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah. God.
I need a piss.
I need to go goon real quick.
No. Don't goon, Joey. Don't goon. Don't do it.
Okay, so I know this is a dumb question.
Okay.
I've heard the word goon so many
So
times.
goon
Yeah,
originally comes.
what is the definition of the word goon?
So goon, the initial meaning when it was the first term that was popularized was to like almost like to edge.
Okay. I know what edging means.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between that and gooning?
Oh, there is no difference.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but the great part about the English language is that words change their meaning depending on how they're used. And if they're used enough, it will change. So it basically then became to masturbate, in any capacity to masturbate.
Yeah.
And then it became more of a kind of an obsessive masturbator. So when you goon, it's not like you're just trying to come or just get rid of this whatever. You're a part of like this kind of like, yeah, you're like your little fucking gremlin who's in this basement.
The goon gremlin.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, because I remember back in the day where goon used to mean like a dumb person. Like, oh, you're such a fucking goon.
Well, look, I think the greatest tragedy of this is that now the mob goon, the classic goon from the mobs, their word
Like a
can't be
lower
used.
ranked mob member.
Yeah,
it was the goon.
the goons of the mob.
Yeah.
They've and sadly that word is now it's lost its charm.
God.
I still think we can bring it back in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so really interesting. But yeah, very, very fascinating how porn has become such an omnipresent part of people's lives now.
Why do you think that
how
has
it's
become the
interacted.
case?
It's just so accessible. It's
You just get it
so
anywhere instantaneously.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's a natural human thing to want to sexually reproduce.
I mean, everyone masturbates, you know. So, but for 6 hours, fuck, that sounds painful.
daily as well.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
Can you imagine holding your cock for 6 hours? That's a long ass time.
I don't know.
I Pete walking upstairs. It's fucking it sounds painful.
Yeah. No.
I don't know how you can develop pleasure from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like 6 hours.
6 hours for anything is a long time.
You could watch a Lord of the Rings movie and a half.
Yeah.
Extended edition.
Can you imagine that entire time you're fucking jorking your peanuts?
How did the term goon like develop?
Well, this person was submitted 2006.
Holy shit.
2006.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess it has existed.
Yeah.
It's just now become front and center because
I think a lot of words exist in very small circles and often don't breach containment until whatever reason.
I like how the advertisement just says "Get the goon mug."
Urban Dictionary has this ad on every word.
Oh, really?
They'll give you an automated ad.
Oh
that will
my
have,
God. Looks like I'm buying my next mug.
Yeah, so it'll
Christmas
be
present.
if you click, I don't know, literally like the word together in that or anything, any of those words, like get the masturbate mug. Oh, yeah. So
In green now.
Wow. Get it in all colors.
Oh my God.
God, that's scary.
But
yeah, the world's changing. Worlds are changing, boys.
World is changing.
The world is
Internet
changing.
is-
The,
The
You
internet
gotta
is
figure it
changing.
out.
the loneliness epidemic.
I also watched Memories.
Oh, how was that?
What is that?
What is that? The one that you recommended?
Magnetic Rose and all
Oh,
those other-
I
the
watched
anime
it.
short.
You guys inspired me from Trash
Fuck
Taste.
yes.
I watched it.
How was it?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Fucking absolute cinema.
So good. People need to watch them.
Yeah.
I loved all three of the short films.
Yeah,
I
right.
liked them all quite a lot. I think Magnetic Rose was the standout.
Yeah.
Satoshi Kon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His screenplay was
And Otomo
phenomenal.
directing is
Yeah.
just like
It
match
was
made in heaven.
a very good combination, and it felt so Satoshi Kon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Stink Bomb too.
Stink Bomb's also great.
I love Stink Bomb.
Yeah.
I like that one as well.
Stink Bomb was really good. And then I forgot the name of the third one, but I also really like that one too.
Cannon fodder.
Yeah, Cannon Fodder. I really like that. Highly recommend. We spoke about it on the other Trash Taste episode.
Yeah.
But watch Memories if you haven't. Highly recommend it.
Three very different films, you know.
Man, just there's something about old anime movies, the way they look.
I know.
It's
When it's done
so good.
when it's done well, you know,
Yeah.
when it's just a different type of animation, you know.
Yeah, in one of the short films called Cannon Fodder, there's a giant cannon.
Yeah.
And this cannon is animated so meticulously and so many mechanical intricacies.
Yeah.
And the animation on this is like, bro, this guy is such a gun and mechanisms animation lover. Like
Yeah.
the beauty of the mechanism moving. It's so apparent.
Yeah, like he's like a machine otaku.
Yeah,
almost.
seriously. Like
Yeah.
watching it, you're like, you have to be an otaku of how machines work to find this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Getting into older anime now.
Yeah, I mean, every single old anime I end up watching, which is so sad because I feel like saying 1990 is old. It's like, it's been really fun, and I've really enjoyed them so far.
I think it's just because any old anime that gets recommended now, it has had to
stood the test of time.
Like, survive the test of time.
Definitely.
But yeah, highly recommend Memories. I think Magnetic Rose is the standout for this one, but all three of the films try to do their own thing as well. And
I like Kanafara a lot.
Yeah.
I really like it's this world where they open up and everything's guns and everyone has to go to shoot the guns at an enemy that we never get to see or hear about.
Yeah, steampunk as fuck.
Yeah. It's really interesting. It was just really, it was a very obvious reflection to certain war times.
I watched a relatively new film recently, Japanese film that I just uploaded a video about it today. Exit Number 8.
Oh.
I want to watch that so bad.
I played the game.
Yeah. I played the game as well when it came out because it's such a short game.
Yeah.
That movie is legit excellent.
Wait, really?
It is.
Yeah.
I was very skeptic of it at first because, if you've played the game, there's no story in that game. It's literally
kind of a nothing game.
It's literally just you. So to explain, the original game is just this indie game of. It's basically like liminal spaces horror is the only way to describe it. But it's essentially you are trapped inside of a station, an underground Japanese train station, and you have to get out. But the hallway that you go through is a continuous loop that goes on forever. And the only way you can escape from it is when you go into a certain hallway, you have to look for what the game describes as anomalies, which could be anything. It could be a visual anomaly, it could be an auditory anomaly, it could be some really weird, trippy shit.
I think the genre is called anomaly games.
Anomaly games?
I think that's what they're
makes
called.
sense,
There's a couple of games that are very similar to this.
Yeah, but essentially it's like if you spot an anomaly, you have to turn back. And that increases the counter of the exit by 1. So it starts off as the arrow points to exit 0, and then if you spot an anomaly, you turn back. If you don't spot an anomaly, you keep going. And if you get it correct, then the exit number advances. And so you have to get 8 of them correct in a row for you to get out.
Yeah.
And I guess recently, this year, they made a Japanese production company took this game and made it a film.
That's crazy.
I think it came out in the Cannes Film Festival. So it's very like art housey. But it was legit excellent. Like it was such a unique film because they did this really cool thing where, like in the game, like the first 10 minutes of the film is one shot.
Right.
Like it's just one continuous shot, or it's edited to look like one continuous shot. And they kind of flip the narrative of the hallway, if you will, as like, have you seen the movie As Above, So Below?
Yes.
So like the whole thing with As Above, So Below is like it's the catacombs is supposed to represent like each person who went into the catacombs is like personal griefs and stuff like that. They have to like kind of get over it to escape from the catacombs.
Yeah.
It's so they kind of did the similar thing with Exit Number 8 where the main character has put in a situation that is like a big life-changing decision. And that decision fatigue, or I guess like paralysis, is haunting him. Right. And all of those, I guess, nightmarish scenarios come out in Exit 8. Right. So it's this whole, they flipped it in a way where it's like, oh, if you want to escape from this train station, then you have to like come to terms with the difficulties you're facing in life and face it front forward.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So I was really shocked that they managed to get a story out of that game. But yeah, fucking fantastic film. And it's great as well because it's such a quiet film with very little dialogue, so you don't really even need to understand Japanese to watch it.
Right.
Because like I went with Aki and her Japanese isn't great, but she understood everything perfectly.
Yeah, I mean this has been on my, because Cindy loves horror films.
Yeah.
And we heard about Exit 8 and she's been wanting to watch it for ages because she liked the game as well.
Yeah.
And we saw it was like pretty well rated.
Yeah.
I mean 6.5 for a horror movie is fucking high.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to know that you think it was good.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. And it's like, there's like a couple of jump scares or whatever, but for the most part, it's just, very psychological horror driven, which I really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also Ninomiya, the main actor, he's in my opinion, one of the best Japanese actors.
Okay.
He's so fucking good. Because he was also in, do you know the movie Letters from Iwo Jima?
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah, he was in that. So he was in that movie.
Ah.
So he's up there as a really, really good Japanese actor.
Okay.
So yeah, highly recommend. And you know, this is coming from someone who does not like horror films at all. I thoroughly enjoyed this one.
Right.
Yeah, definitely recommend.
Awesome.
Really cool art film. Have you guys watched any good films recently?
Have you boys watched Chainsaw Man yet?
I haven't.
Why?
Well, I saw there was an English showing. And,
There is an English showing.
I
For Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer, by the way.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Is it still going on?
It's Demon Slayer. Of course,
Yeah,
it's still
yeah.
No,
going on.
I know Demon Slayer is, but Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, Chainsaw Man's still
yeah,
going
Yeah,
on.
I'll have to.
Yeah.
I want to. I know.
Yeah.
I saw you said Absolute Cinema.
It is.
We should both watch it, Joe, so we can talk about it.
I know. I
Yeah.
want to watch it so bad.
It's I don't know what Tatsuki Fujimoto did in terms of like he's getting like the top tier adaptation of everything he's ever made.
Yeah, because they also released like a theatrical release of a bunch of his short films as well, right?
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
short stories.
I watched a bit of that as well,
Yeah.
and it's just like Jesus. They are literally like going to the like bottom of the barrel. Like shit, he's been writing since.
Did this guy write on a napkin at one point?
Yeah.
Let's make
like,
that into a movie.
the collection of short stories he wrote, I think a lot of them he wrote like before he fucking debuted as a
Yeah.
manga artist. So like
Yeah.
these are actual like back of the napkin ideas that
Yeah.
he just released out there.
And it's just like some of these
And they're
like,
great, apparently.
some of these ideas. I'm just like, damn. I can see what kind of person you are. You know, you can literally see his like taste develop.
Yeah.
because I assume when he wrote some of these stories, he was a lot younger than he is now. But yeah, I mean, the Chainsaw Man movie is a movie that I highly recommend seeing in theaters. It's
I really want to.
Yeah, I gotta find some time.
I gotta just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm putting it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sam, I've been putting it off.
because I was like thinking about rewatching it in IMAX. That was like, and I rarely ever want to rewatch movies at all.
Yeah.
But the Chainsaw Man movie was one of the few exceptions where I was like, I need to find time to actually go out and watch
Do I
this.
dare ask for a rating?
What do you dare ask?
Is it a 10 out of 10?
I don't really give ratings.
No, I know you don't. I don't. But is it like masterpiece material?
I would put it at 9 to 10 out of 10.
Damn.
The only reason I'm not saying 10 out of 10 outright is because I feel like Chainsaw Man can peak even harder. But it's like 9 to 9.5. I really, really fucking
High
enjoyed
praise.
it.
High praise.
Yeah. Very, very high.
Yeah, no, I need to watch it, dude.
Probably
I
the
will.
best.
I will.
Yeah, probably one of the best things I've watched this year.
Damn, all
Well,
right.
maybe we can all watch it and then we can have a big discussion about it.
Yeah.
Definitely. We
That'd be
should.
hype.
Not gonna watch Demon Slayer though. You're not gonna
I
watch.
do want to, but it's 3.5. Fuck, how long is it? It's so long.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
It does feel like 2.5 hours. I will say, Chainsaw Man went in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer was
You felt like you were watching
fucking
2.5.
great, but holy shit, there are points in that film.
It's like that moment where you move the mouse cursor to see the bar.
It's like, how much do I have left?
You're like, ah.
there
okay.
is that literally happened where I'll go into like it structurally, but I won't spoil what happens. You guys are familiar with Demon Slayer,
Of course.
Yeah.
you know how many flashbacks there are in Demon Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flashback.
Yeah. Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle movie, there are 3 or 4 flashback segments. I'd say 3.5 flashback
Goddamn.
segments for different characters and
Course.
different events.
Course.
Right?
Yeah.
And the last flashback, which is by far, I think, honestly, like the best flashback that Demon Slayer has done in terms of like the story that it's telling. It comes like an hour and 40 minutes into the film. And I swear to fucking Christ, it was a 40-minute flashback. and by that point, I had already experienced like 2 flashbacks.
Yeah.
So by the time like the last flashback hits, I was literally like, Jesus.
You're like, they gotta wrap this up. They gotta wrap this up.
Like, I thought we were near the end of the movie.
Yeah. I thought we were near the end of the movie as well by the time that last flashback hits,
Yeah.
because it had just come out of one of the most hype fucking fights.
Yeah.
We were reaching the climax of the fight. The momentum completely stops to go to flashback, and I'm just like, all right, it's gonna be a quick flashback. I sit there for 15 minutes. I'm like, we are not close to the ending of this flashback. And yeah, I don't know. It's like, to me, Chainsaw Man, 100%. Watch that in cinemas. That is a fucking fantastic movie experience.
Yeah.
I would dare say that you don't even need to be like familiar with Chainsaw Man.
Really?
I mean, obviously it helps a lot,
Yeah.
but the way the movie is structured and the way they build up the emotional moments and the characters. You knowing more about the characters obviously helps a lot, but it's not like a necessity. You can still enjoy it.
Right.
Demon Slayer is definitely like more akin to the Demon Slayer TV series.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Where, you know,
It feels like just a continuation.
Yeah, it feels like continuation.
Right,
and I would say that the action scenes in Demon Slayer are worth the cinema experience, whatever, no matter what, because it's fucking great.
I do want to go check it out, and I'll try to before it leaves. But who knows when it'll leave, because it's printing money still. So
it'll be in cinemas until the second movie comes out. I have a feeling.
That's crazy.
Like, this thing is a money printing machine.
Well,
right
it just
now in
makes me
Japan.
think how many more anime is just going to come to theaters now.
I mean, I don't mind. Well, I mean, we've had a discussion about this before, right? Like about how it's changing, and especially for foreign countries, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean,
At least
clearly Fujimoto, for example, is a creator that's doing it correctly, because like even Look Back, which is, you know, relatively in his bibliography is a little more of a low key show. That movie was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and it's 10 out of 10 adaptation as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, when they
watch it.
finally
I gotta
make a
watch
movie for Goodbye Eri, dude, it's a wrap.
I gotta watch.
He'll be
I gotta
gold
watch.
status if he isn't already.
Yeah, after Goodbye Area, that's it, right? That's everything.
That's everything he's made.
That's everything
They've
he's
literally
made.
adapted
They
everything.
literally adapted everything
Wow.
he's made.
What about the Fire Punch one?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
They have it on Fire Punch.
Oh mo.
Yeah, right. They've-
Oh no.
Do you think they'll ever...
Yo, I think with what is happening with all of his adaptations,
They'll probably do
I'm
it.
like, someone's gonna bite the bullet.
I think why not? Why not? I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see
Because
it.
the first couple of volumes that I read were fascinating.
Yeah.
I would love to see how it all unfolds.
I would be so excited just to see the reaction.
reaction,
The
yeah.
fan reaction.
Yeah.
People who had just known about Fujimoto from
Like, this isn't Chainsaw Man. The fuck is this?
well, even by like the spectrum of things, Chainsaw Man is still pretty fucking weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Compared to something like, you know, Demon Slayer, for example.
Yeah. It's the most accessible Fujimoto work, but that doesn't mean everyone will fuck with it.
Yeah. True.
Definitely selects its audience, that's
Yeah.
for sure. All right, well, this was a little bit of a shorter Trash Taste episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
Let us know all your thoughts and opinions about anything we said down in the comments. I'm sure you will. But hey, look at all these patrons. Let us know. Actually, yeah, because Chainsaw Man's out in the US now, right?
Yep.
As well. So
It's out
Let us know
everywhere.
what you think down below.
yeah, let us know what you think. But in the meantime, what you can do if you join all these lovely people over on the Patreon is that you can watch Patreon exclusive weekly content. We have a brand new one that you guys can go check out right after this one. Mudan, play a clip of that. Character swap skins constantly. Oh, hell no.
Red blocks will kill you.
Oh.
I think I just fucked up.
Wait.
Oh,
okay.
what the fuck?
Oh, okay. So if I kill you in your color, then I think that's a kill.
Really?
Nope.
I don't think so, Joe. Oh my God, wait, who won?
Okay. Well then.
If I kill you in your color, then I win. Joey immediately dies.
I think it was to
Fuck,
confuse you
alright,
if you're
never mind.
moving around. Did I just die?
Yeah, don't touch that.
Oh my God.
Did I just run into a block? My fucking, I can't tell from my skin color's constantly changing.
But hey, if you want to check that out and support the show in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.